Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 20-something Playbook. I'm Madison.
Ava. And I'm Elle.
And today we're going to be talking about what Taylor Swift is saying about your 20s in her new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
Jazz hands. I have something to say quickly.
I have something to ask. Do you guys like my new nail color?
Yes, she's wearing cherry red nails today.
She was so nervous. She was like, is this going to throw off my vibe?
Do you feel like a diva?
I said,
yes, I do.
Do you feel like a showgirl?
I don't know. I feel like a showgirl. I don't think I am a showgirl.
A little bit.
I respect showgirls, but I don't think I am one.
A little preface. We are not professional Swifties. More along the lines of avid listeners who respect her writing that like to dissect certain songs that we like. All of these theories we have drawn are our own and are likely wrong in the eyes of a more fine-tuned fan.
Mine is actually pulled from a Reddit thread, so it's not necessarily my own, but I agree with it.
All ideas are my own. I can confirm.
I just meant in the sense that other more fine-tuned fans might be like, what are you talking about?
Yes,
and
this is our interpretation of how it resonates with us.
Let
in
us
the
know if
perspective
you
of
agree.
Our time in life right now, which is our 20s.
Yeah.
Because we feel like it speaks to it, even though it is about...
Yes.
Okay, who wants to start? Because I have a bunch of notes.
I'll start off. I'll kick it off with like what I think the album means.
Oh, you brought your little notebook.
I have my little notebook because we're filming on my phone, so I had to do handwritten notes.
Wow.
The commitment level was high for this. So I think one of the things I was thinking about, like listening to the album, and like I think what the life of a showgirl means is being the main character of your own life. Oh. Like, you know, the Shakespeare saying the world's a stage and we're merely players. I think this album represents Taylor being in an era where she feels like she's the main character.
Okay.
And I want to can I just add one more thing to that?
My theory is similar.
I like that theory.
And I think in addition to that, Tortured Poets Department was about a transitional period. She was in the darkness. She was going through a breakup. I think it was almost like this feeling of like, it reminds me of like, I've been through moments in my own life where you realize you're not the main character and it's been a really long time. And I think Life of a Showgirl is really about the celebratory period. Like, you know, it's like the darkness before the dawn. Like she's in the dawn now and like light is coming. And
she deserves it.
Happy and she's living. I think it's just a celebration of living your best life.
I agree with that. And you know what, to kind of follow up on that, I feel like a lot of her and her now fiance, like their vibe is very like, I don't know,
celebratory.
And even like, you know, her song So High School, like it's like it's like high school and it's sweet and it's like a movie rom-com kind of feeling that they are giving off.
And in addition,
it's not from this album though, Ava.
But I think the album, I also think the album is about like, if you think about the summarization of a lot of the lyrics.
I thought you were gonna say The Summer I Turned Pretty.
We have another video for that. You can check that out.
Our grandma's watching it now, and I'm so happy.
I wish I could have recorded that.
Just quickly, I'll tell you exactly what she said.
You know,
our grandma has started watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. She's starting at season 1. And Ava, what did she say about it?
She said,
"We're like, how are you enjoying it?
How are you enjoying it?" She goes, "It's really good. That boy, what's his name? Conrad. What's his problem?"
She's like 87 really and she's on LinkedIn too, and she's got like 24 profile views.
She comments on all my posts.
She's probably watching this. We love you.
Shout out, Grandma. We love you. You're the best.
And I'm so excited to see the journey that you go on with Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yes, and I'm connecting this to the album is that Grandma has also been one of those people who have been with us. Like she's one of our people. And I think that's what Life of the Showgirl is about, is celebrating the fact that you have found your people.
Yeah,
and I put Grandma in that category.
A little bit of a slight pivot. But
so
like
I'm going to say...
Wait, I was just going to say it along Maddie's lines. I'm so sorry.
And
but
also,
I liked the song.
It's about feeling like a diva.
Okay.
Sorry,
killed it.
I think that one felt very personal.
That one felt very personal. But I agree. Wait, I was going to say about like the finding your people thing.
No, you're not.
I actually think the song...
about this point. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, the song... I'm going to start...
It's like point of view the younger sister this younger sibling starts talking about their day, and it's like and then they like can't get it out.
Me and my best friend Jenna, who I've mentioned on this podcast a million times, but we in high school had this moment.
I felt this way too. I'm the youngest too.
I know, where we connected. Sorry, mosquito. Where we connected on the fact that we felt like it was really hard to get like a word in edgewise. We all come from like
big families,
like semi-large families. We're a family of 5, they're a family of 6. So like she was just always said that she would like be trying to speak, and it was like everyone was already speaking, and we just like wanted to be heard so badly. I think we've grown past that.
Is that why you
in high school
we're doing a
like
podcast now so that you can be heard?
I'm barely heard now too. It was 3 of us. Actually, I make myself heard.
I think you make yourself heard.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that this doesn't really feel super relevant anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway, that I liked Taylor Swift's song Canceled.
Okay,
It's
yes.
a little edgy.
We were talking about this yesterday.
And I think the lyrics were super clever.
Yes.
Like, I don't
Major
know.
cleverness.
Like,
Major
I like
cleverness.
I like my friends dipped in Gucci and Scandal. Like, I was like,
Yes.
that's so funny.
Yes.
I liked that.
You would have written something like that, I feel like.
Yeah, but none of my friends are so
No, but
chill.
I'm saying like you would come up with something that funny.
Thank you.
Ava's
I'm
our
gonna
funny
read-
diva.
Yeah, but she's like lyricist 1000.
done?
Wait,
Can I say
no,
what I
one
was
more
gonna
thing.
You've been very patient now.
Yeah,
Thanks.
sorry, Elle. I'm almost
Sorry.
gonna let you.
I'm just staring at my new
And then I
nails.
also think that Canceled is about specific people, but I also think it's about it's about her being in a time in her life where being iced out by society and not being popular like isn't the end of the world. And like how, going through something like that really shows you who your friends are.
I like that.
And I just think like the people who like I'm really fumbling here.
No, you're
no, you're
not.
good.
You're doing a beautiful
You're doing
job
good.
at explaining.
I'm picking
Oh,
up what you're putting down.
It's because I'm not reading. Okay, I'm going to read from this because I wrote it earlier. Because life isn't always sunshine and rainbows, and the people who stick by you in those tough moments are the real ones.
Mm.
And I was also going to say that I don't think she would have written a song like this in her 20s, and like she had to grow to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe that's partially true because I do think we care less about what people think at this age, as we age.
Yeah.
Our grandma always says that.
So true.
Yeah.
another
She was like,
grandma
I'm
shout out.
87. She's like,
I
86
don't,
now.
Yeah, she's like, I don't care what people think. But then I also had a moment where I was like, her whole Reputation album is like,
I also
you
think
know,
like what
the
you're
same
saying about
kinda
canceled
thing.
too.
Yeah.
I think canceled to me also like what you're saying. I think the equivalence of canceled for like me is like when someone unfollows you.
she gets so affected.
She gets very affected.
I
Also,
think
I
it
don't. I
reminds
get
me of
pissed
that.
off too. Honestly,
yeah,
if it's like someone I knew.
For me, it's more like
Okay.
if we
I
knew
think
each
everyone's
other,
rules are different.
if we
but-
knew
Everyone's
each other
rules
and they unfollowed me out of the blue, it just kind of feels like, why did you do that?
If
I don't know if
I,
I take
like-
that too personally.
No,
though.
but for me,
Yeah.
it's like I might not like someone's photos because a lot of times their photos will not show up on my feed. Like if
Yeah.
I see the photo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like it, and I'm not gonna like a photo if someone posted it like a month ago because it just
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. But I think
we have something
like-
else to say.
sorry, but
No,
just
it's
in the
okay.
vein of canceled, like if I'm following you, I want to keep up with you, even if I'm not liking your photos. I'm happy to be seeing your life.
Yeah.
And so when someone unfollows
again,
me, it's like, oh, they're not supporting me.
We talk about this a lot.
They don't
but,
care about
No, but we
seeing
talk
me
about
do
this a
well.
lot.
Oh,
I think
God.
everyone
Or
has
just
their
my
own.
life.
I think everyone has their own like rules and
Yes.
feelings around social
and I
media.
totally get that.
Everyone definitely
Yeah.
has their own. Like,
yeah, because I
those are
remember
mine.
telling one of my friends about that. I was like, I get really offended when people unfollow me, and I'm like, I get like, oh,
It feels personal.
It does feel personal, and then I'd said that to one of my friends, and she was like, "Oh my god, really?" I was like, I don't even think about that, and I was like, "Oh,
I unfollow people sometimes. Like if I'm like I don't know who you are, and like maybe I don't
but if
think
they're
I
still
knew
following
them.
you, do you unfollow them?
No.
No,
I
exactly.
always
That's
check.
the rule.
If
That's
they're
the
following
rule.
me, I'm like, I must
Same.
have
But
known
also
them.
if we
Exactly.
don't,
I'm
if
the
I'm
same.
following someone that if we don't have like any
Everyone's got their own
mutuals
rules.
too, I'm like maybe I don't know who you are, and like I accidentally followed you.
Well, I had a rule back when I
You
was
know?
like, freaking in middle school and on social media. I would be like, I'm gonna follow back every person who follows me.
yeah.
No, you
Remember
don't have
saying
to
that.
do that.
No, you don't do that now.
But don't
when I
such
was
a
like,
humanitarian.
When I was
I'm
like,
like, okay, especially if
13,
we know each
I was
other,
like-
like we didn't just meet on the internet. If we've known each other, we've interacted in real life. Come on,
Sorry. Okay.
We're not
That's
strangers.
Maddie's opinion.
Sorry,
Anyway,
tangent.
Wait, I was gonna
Go
say
ahead.
something. Wait, last thing I was just gonna say about her Reputation album is just that I feel like that proved that she's always had a very like carefree energy, even if she's like grown
Yeah.
into it more. But I also just had a moment where I was like, she wrote Reputation, I think, in her 20s, and like I don't know, it's a very it's kind
hot
of like
take.
a mature
Reputation was like the like angry version of her being like mad about everything, and then like canceled is her like being like, oh, I've accepted it.
and she doesn't
Yes,
care.
no, yes, I agree.
that's good.
And that was her journey of her 20s.
Do we agree?
Yeah.
With that,
Because now she's in her 30s. Feel like she's in a really secure
I
place.
do think.
I feel like I didn't have caffeine, but I kind of feel that like my brain's working faster than my mouth.
It almost
And I'm
reminds
trying to get everything out, and
that's
I'm
good.
like,
But I was
out
gonna
of
say
breath.
I'm
about
happy to hear that.
canceled again. What was I gonna say? Oh God, come to me.
I have lots.
as
of
Elle's
notes
trying to
if
think
you're-
about what she's going to say. I feel like Taylor Swift.
Did you ever
being
get
in her
out that thing
30s
you wanted to get out?
No, I'll
Yeah.
say quickly. So
Go. Yeah.
I was reading a Reddit thread about what they think that this album means, and I actually agree. They were saying the album's main theme is grieving the life she could have had and accepting her life as a showgirl.
Oh,
So it's like she talks about like, okay, wait, they gave a specific example. Let me read it.
oh, like in Wishlist where she's talking about. Wait, I have things to say. About
it was
Wishlist.
like, oh God, where is it? Oh my god, where is it?
That's okay. Wait, I have something to say about Wishlist, which I think goes along the lines of this.
It was like, got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball hoop in Wishlist.
Yeah.
And it's like about how her love for him has her wishing they could have an average life together.
Yeah.
And I think that it's an interesting theme to think about, like, during it. It's like and even like if you like go back to Canceled, like everything for her is so extreme because we all experience these things in our lives, but because she's so famous, she's experiencing it with the eyeballs of billions, I'd say.
I actually was going to say
Or
this when I was
people, or I don't know, but like a lot of people
I was going
or
to
have opinions and eyes on her, whereas like we all experience very similar things, like Canceled, like, you know, people, you know, friendships and whatever, like we all experience these things in our lives, but because she's a showgirl, it's literally like it's magnified.
Yeah.
Dare I say?
No, I agree. And I also think
Anyway,
like,
I thought that was interesting. I was
that
like,
line-
she's grieving her a life, like the normal life she could have had, and then like coming into it and being like, no, I'm a showgirl. I chose this life.
The showgirl life chose me.
and I also think it's about her like
She's
not
saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
saying
I
it
also
about
think-
myself.
Well, like she chose it.
Yeah, I think
Like
she really did.
and she knows that.
and she's accepting
And
it.
she's accepting it, or like I think it's like she's grieving her old life, but also like not her old life, grieving like the normal life she could have had, but she's also like coming into like, I'm a showgirl.
Yeah, like this
I
is
also
my
think it's a
life.
cute little thing too,
And I
where
also
she's
think it's,
kind
like,
of
highlighting the positives and negatives of like
Yes.
Mhm,
And I
mhm.
also think that it's kind of about too, like, I think it's cute that she has all this, like, she's in a very flashy world, but she's just talking about wanting very simple things. She wants the whole block looking like him. Wants the whole block to look just like Travis.
Why'd you say like a whole
Travis!
block? A whole block looking like him.
She said,
I
there's
mean,
a
what does
line
that
that
mean?
she
She wants
says
a lot
she
of
wants the
kids?
whole
She
block
wants to have
looking
his
like
children.
you.
Like a lot of his children?
Yeah, she wants the whole block looking like him.
That's a lot of kids.
And she wants
The
a
whole
basketball
block.
hoop, even though he's an NFL player.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about that line. Tay.
She wants a basketball hoop. Honestly, I always
She
kind of
wants
wanted
a
I kind of always wanted a basketball hoop,
What?
even though I'm terrible at basketball. Can't throw properly. Really bad.
Do you have
Okay.
anything else to say? Because I
Anything
have
else? Oh,
others.
sorry. Yeah, I do.
Get
I said,
to it,
you know
honey.
what? When they do settle down, I hope the world does leave them the F alone.
Wishing them well.
Wishing them well. That everyone
she say
leaves
that in
them
the
the F
song?
alone. Yeah, she
Oh
does.
my gosh.
I have things to say about the fate of Ophelia.
Go
but-
for it. I have things
Yeah?
to say about it too, but
All
you
right,
can kick it
let's
off.
kick it
Okay,
off.
this one's a
Let's
long
kick
one.
it off on Sunday
Actually, what
Night
are our
Football.
top 3 songs?
These are pretty much my.
Let's kick it off. That's a Travis
I
Kelce
like-
joke.
So you'd say Wish List, Fate of Ophelia.
I like Opalite too.
My favorite is Opalite. My second favorite is Fate of Ophelia. And
Elizabeth Taylor's really stuck in my head. I don't think it's my favorite, but
Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor. I think it's really good. It's just really stuck right now.
It's in there.
It's really in
Are you-
there.
and you're not vibing with the stuckness.
No. Also, Go Jays Go. Jays are gonna play. Like, I don't know why I feel like I'm like
Go.
going at
There's
Mach
so much
speed.
going on.
I don't know why.
Her brain is stimulated.
I'm extremely
This is
stimulated.
good.
But the Jays are playing in a few minutes. Go Jays Go. That's all I have to say. Oh wait, let's talk about Ophelia.
Yeah, go.
Is it
for
okay?
it.
Go, Ava.
Yes,
Okay.
we're waiting.
Go, Ava. Wait, why don't we talk about 7 other random things first? The Fate of Ophelia is about finding your soulmate, I think. At
I
least
love
from
a
the
good soulmate
outside.
story.
Okay, I'm going to say, though, at least from the outside, it looks like she spent most of her 20s dating people that just couldn't live up to what a big personality she is. Because fame aside, she's like a larger than life person. Like, I think even despite like her fame and success.
Yeah.
And now that she has someone that understands that she wants to be loved loudly and also understands the pressures of the attention she gets in her position, like, because he's in a similar position.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, at the end of the day, too, like, Taylor Swift's just a girl, you know?
She's just.
It's like
a girl.
Notting Hill, but instead of Hugh Grant, it's an NFL star. That's what
Love
he actually
that.
wrote
That's
down.
so cute.
Wait, let me
She's just a
Good.
girl standing in front of Travis Kelce,
That's so
asking him to love her, but she didn't need to ask because he
Oh.
went to her.
Yes.
Yes. The boy will come to me.
me.
That was bad, Maddie.
No.
And then, sorry, last thing I was going to say about that is this, that she deserves to have someone who understands her situation, which is a situation that I believe could be quite isolating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, like, how it's such an extreme position to be
So
in. But at the end of the day, like,
extreme.
she's just a girl.
Yeah, I read
Life of a
too that it's
showgirl.
like
But
maybe
it's like
she
it
could have
leans
if
into
he
her
didn't
humanity.
Find her, it's like
What?
if he didn't find
Sorry,
her, she
guys.
could have regretted her choices for the rest of her
Well,
life.
I think that song.
because then it's like she would have been alone.
I think the song in the album
Yeah.
leans into her humanity.
So.
'Cause
Do we think like Fate of Ophelia, like she is Ophelia?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the fate of Ophelia.
Because she
Yes.
says
interesting.
She's not
Something
talking
in
about
the
Shakespeare
tower.
Ophelia.
Now, what are your thoughts on Fate of Ophelia?
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you asked me because I have a whole little page on it.
Oh,
My little handwritten notes. I'll show the.
Oh,
It's really
so
messy.
scribbly. I
It's
can
so
never read.
scribbly.
I
I
can't
can't
read.
read her handwriting. I
So-
always say though that your handwriting should be like a font. Like I've never seen anything
Thank
like
you.
it.
Thank you.
When she
Actually,
writes
a
not as
messy
messy
font.
as this.
when it's cleaner, it could be.
When
so-
she
There's
writes
some-
clean, it's like really like
There's some fonts.
it's
though
almost
that-
like half cursive, half not.
there's
and I
some-
did
we
that
have
on
opposite
purpose.
handwriting.
Yeah.
There's some fonts though that are like unreadable.
Oh yeah. This
Like,
one's
why?
my font is readable.
It's half readable. Go ahead.
So I think Fate of Ophelia reminds me of one of our characters in our show, whose actually name is Ophelia, and I think like
I
Fate
have
of
to
Ophelia,
hold back.
So Ophelia is
Sorry, I have to hold. Oh my god, should I even say this? This
I don't
probably
know
would
if you
so-
should.
For people,
I already know
Swifties
you're
who are
saying.
listening to
Wouldn't
this
like it.
probably
Yeah, I'd
already
say
know what I'm
leave it.
talking about.
Keep it
But
to yourself.
Ophelia is from a
Taylor Swift
Shakespeare.
wouldn't like it.
Wait,
don't
sorry,
say it.
Maddie's talking. Sorry.
Ophelia is a character in Shakespeare. In I'm pretty sure it's Macbeth.
we're going
the to
deep,
Be or
okay.
not to be.
Okay.
That is the question. So Ophelia was the daughter. She drowned.
Someone
and, like,
look up if that's right.
Ophelia's- And she died.
Are you sure?
She killed herself. She committed suicide.
Are you sure?
Yes, because she was depressed. And so Ophelia is basically an analogy for a woman who was not like society and family. Like they failed.
Did this
her.
come from your brain?
This was yeah, but like this is the story of Ophelia.
I know, but how do you know the story of Ophelia? Did you read it in school?
Yeah.
She didn't go to high school, so I don't know how
No,
you
but I
figured
studied
this out.
Macbeth. I remember.
You studied
Is this
Macbeth?
Macbeth?
Okay.
It's
Let me just
Macbeth.
fact
To
check
be or
this.
not to be. That is the question. Kate
I
Winslet played
unfortunately,
Ophelia
I am
in the
unfortunately
movie.
one of those people where all the Shakespeares I read in high school have blended in my head into
For me,
like
this
a mix
is more
mix.
the movie. I remember.
Wow.
I cannot-
Yes, she did drown.
Yes,
I
memory.
cannot. Wow, get it, girl.
Okay,
I
thank
cannot
you.
discern what Shakespeare.
But what
is
I'm
what
trying
in
to
my
She
say
head.
is
is
driven
that-
mad when her father is murdered by her lover Hamlet.
Yes,
She dies while she's
Oh, that's
still,
Hamlet.
While still, yeah. So it's
suffering from
Hamlet.
grief and madness. So it's basically depression. That's what they're saying. So
Wait,
yeah.
did this come from your brain? Because
Yes.
people are making the same assumptions online. Get it, girl.
Thanks,
Look.
guys.
Look.
Am I up with the trends? So what I'm trying to say
Wow,
is that one
Maddie,
of our characters.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Snap, snap.
Thank you. One of our characters that we created like 10 years ago, her name is also Ophelia, and she is also inspired by Ophelia. Like without realizing it, I think we called her
Yeah.
Ophelia and we're
Yes.
inspired because
Maddie-
she was about someone. She's also a woman in the story who we want a happier ending for, but is basically let down.
She's
of ways.
tortured.
Tortured.
Dude,
Yeah.
Listen,
tortured woman.
like you're smart, and I know that, but that is one of the most amazing things you've ever. That's one of the most insane conclusions you've drawn.
you just made my day.
I think it's just because it's so on point,
Thanks.
and it's like quite intellectual of you.
Wow.
Thanks.
And yet there's some very basic tasks you cannot complete.
Listen, we are all unbalanced.
Gotta humble her while we're here, just in
What
case.
they
Gas
got
her up too
sisters
much.
Okay.
No, that's seriously, that's a really great answer.
guys. Thank you. Is it
Sorry.
okay? Answer.
It's
It is okay answer.
Okay.
No, I'm like,
We're
it's
referencing
a-
that Tom and
you-
Zendaya. Tom and
You,
No, it's
you
Timothy.
Zendaya
pulling-
and Timothy Chalamet clip.
Timothée.
You
Timothée.
pulling that from your brain, connecting Shakespeare to Taylor Swift is probably one of. That's great.
Thanks. I think she pulls a lot of inspiration from Shakespeare.
She
Well, yeah,
does.
because she's a
She's
poet
very-
and
she's
she
a
knows
poet.
it.
She's a poet and she knows it. So I think
I say that about her.
She
all the
used
time.
Fate
a
of
word
Ophelia-
in one of the songs that I still have been meaning to look up.
They should make a Taylor
Kismet
Swift
or something.
actually
dictionary.
there's one of the
Wait,
one of
I
the
hope
words
that's
guys,
not a weird
they
word.
should
Hold
make
on.
a Taylor Swift dictionary.
Hell, it's just called the dictionary. I think that's what she pulls
no, but
from.
they should have
No,
an
no,
own
but, like,
encyclopedia. Of,
yes,
like,
an encyclopedia
meanings
of her
and
lyrics.
That would be. I love going.
Taylor
to
Swift,
love
that's
meanings.
your next. That's what you should.
I
do
hope
next.
people
Bring it out.
study.
I would
oh,
read it.
Kismet. Sorry, not
Kismet?
Kismet. Kismet.
It's like
Oh, fate or destiny.
Yeah.
Sorry, did we finish
Sorry.
your theory?
Well, that was just like that was one thing, but I think like some of the lyrics in the Fate of Ophelia, like I swore my loyalty.
Does it say cold beer?
bed. So I swore my loyalty to
Makes
me.
more sense.
Maddie's
Taylor Swift just likes to crack open a cold
yeah,
beer.
Maddie's classic for cracking open a cold one.
Oh yeah, no. I'm
That's
the first
sarcasm.
That was
person.
She can't-
complete
That
sarcasm.
is
She can't
total-
drink
and
I-
a complete lie.
I actually can't have alcohol
because of the
because
drug
of the medication
that's
I'm taking. It would,
saving her life.
yeah. So, but I also, even if I wasn't taking a
Word.
drug that was saving my life, I didn't drink before anyway. So
Yeah. So
No.
she's not cracking open
alcohol
cold ones.
makes
but
me depressed and tired. So I don't need it.
and period to that. Okay, continue.
Okay, keep
So
going.
I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I. I think it's like that's one of her lyrics, and I think it's one of those things where, Like
what is it?
I think Fate-ophilia is about not just romantic love, but about
What
the
does she
people who
say?
save you from your own like loneliness and sadness.
Oh.
Because I've experienced that in my own life where I've had moments where I was like, oh yeah, I have quote unquote sworn myself to me, myself, and I, and I'm just being like, for me it was with friendship, just being like, okay, I'm just not gonna like, I don't think I have any friends. Like I was like, I guess I'm just alone. Or I've talked about this before. And then all of a sudden you meet your people and you're like, wow, you rescued me from the fate of Ophelia.
Yeah.
In a friendship.
Was that how
sense.
you feel about me? Did we rescue you?
Always.
I'm just kidding.
She's like, no.
No, is it well because you guys have always like, I'm talking about outside the family.
Yeah, we always been there.
You
We
guys
saved
have
her
been
life at
keeping me
birth.
afloat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think so. Love was a cold bed of scorpions.
Correct answer.
The venom stole her sanity. I think that's about when you're around people that, like, okay, have you ever heard that quote of like, love is calmness? It's not
Yes.
excitement and like making you go crazy. It's actually about like someone who calms and stills your mind. I think that also goes for
like that.
when you find your friends and love in life. Like this, she's obviously talking about Travis Kelce, but I think it can also be related to your friends. Like I remember
Kill a
before-
Trav.
Yeah, kill a Trav. I think
That's his Instagram
I think
handle.
that's like
Oh.
that's how I felt before I met my friends. Like whenever I was around people, I'd always be like, it did steal my sanity. Like I'd always be questioning myself or being like, why don't I like them? Why don't they like me? Why don't I feel good about myself when I'm around these people? Like, is it me?
And we
Is it
said,
them?
Maddie,
Like
frick them. Come hang out with us.
they stole my sanity. And then when you meet the right people, you're like, oh, I can just be myself, and you feel seen and heard, and they like you for
understood.
you. You don't have to like put on a performance. You
Yeah,
don't
if you're putting on a
pretend.
performance, you are not with
Like
the
if
right
people just like you because of how you dress or how you act a certain way, like those are not your friends, and they're fair weather friends.
It's so nice
Tell me.
when
Tell-
I feel like the people I surround myself by now, it's like you can just have your guard down. Guard is down, calmness
Guard is down.
on.
Calmness is fully taken up.
And then the giggles hit.
I think another thing that she said is
Sorry.
like Ophelia lived in a fantasy, and I did feel that way when I was young. Like I think you kind of think that the people around you are better than they are, and then you get to
Yeah.
a point where you're like, oh, these people are not actually good people.
No.
And I want them to be good people, but they're not, and I have to accept that.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of drives you mad sometimes.
I also think it's about
Ophelia.
her accepting not being completely independent, because I think sometimes
Yeah,
people
like
can have
accepting
this
help.
like because people can have this like fierce independence, which I think is good to an extent. I don't think anything extreme is good. I think life is all about balance. That's my personal belief, and I think it's the same with independence. It's a good thing until a certain point. Like at the end of the day, everyone needs to lean on someone. So
Yes, and I think
I feel like it's about her accepting that.
and to that point, I think it's
Lean
her
on me.
letting those people in, like saying you rescued my heart from the fate of Ophelia, because she accepted that love.
Yeah.
She is like part of Ophelia in Shakespeare. I think part of what drove her to madness was that she didn't have help, and I think it's
Yeah.
about
Go
Taylor Swift
off.
accepting the help,
Dude, you are cooking
preventing
today.
madness.
You're cooking.
Guys, things I never know what I'm gonna
Snapping.
get. It's always a 50-50 chance of like.
No, Maddie, whenever we
Is this
say
gonna
something that we
land or
like
it's
something she
not?
says, she's like, oh my God.
Oh, there's a
you like it?
butterfly.
I'm
It's like
why
when you
wouldn't
like
I?
it's like when you like wear a nice outfit
That's
and,
pretty.
and you don't know what people are gonna think. Like you think it's nice, but then other people are like, that looks good, and you're like, thanks.
The worst is when you
I
think
just got
you
a-
look
I
nice
just
and
had a
no
really
one
dis-
compliments you.
I just had a really distracted moment. I just watched a monarch
Okay,
fly
on
above
to
us.
my next favorite song, Opalite. Ames, do you have anything to add?
I actually don't. I only wrote 3 songs, and
Elle?
it was that one. I think you go off, Miss Girl.
Okay.
Are you gonna
Let me
quote
see if
Shakespeare
there's
again? Like
anything.
I don't know.
knows?
Let's see.
Okay, poet.
So I think Opalite feels like dancing under the stars at a really happy wedding.
wow, that's beautiful.
Like that's the vibe. And like when I listened to this song, I imagined when we were at one of our friends' weddings, and it was a very happy wedding, and you were like we literally were dancing under the stars, and it was like
Wonderful.
this
It was
very
wonderful.
happy wedding feeling.
Wait, I'm
Never
blanking
happy
It's a
on
when
what
I am at a
celebratory
wedding.
song.
I'm blanking on what Opalite sounds like. I've only listened to it 2 times.
Down the sky is Opalite. What?
Play it?
Uh,
Oh
that-
no, I know it now. I know it now.
I don't know if that. I don't know
If
if
we
that'd be a
sing it, it'll
copyright
be
Maddie's
issue.
saying
copyright
it so well. I think it might be a copyright
That'll be
issue.
my next career, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd survive the
Mom
life of a
always wanted
showgirl.
us to be a
joking.
girl band, and I'm like, babe, what do you
We-
think
that's
these
one
vocals?
thing that I
these
don't think-
You've heard
that
me
is-
sing in the car.
No. That is what I will say confidently
with your chest.
with my chest. I am one of the worst singers on planet Earth.
You
Like,
couldn't-
I'm not even kidding. Like,
I don't think you're
love
that bad.
No. I love belting in the car.
You're biased, man.
It's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, you're way too biased. I've
heard worse.
It's one of my favorite things to do is playing music really loud in the car. Every time I'm driving, I have music going.
I sing all the
without
time.
fail.
And
If
it's
people want to
bad.
yap with me, they
The
can. But when
best-
I'm driving alone, music is blasting.
But
and
your voice
I
sounds
am,
good when you sing. Like I'm just saying in general, like I love singing with music on because your
when I
voice
sing,
sounds
yes,
better.
when I sing with Olivia Dean, yes, I think we're harmonizing, but we're not. And when you turn and sometimes my maps will go and it'll like be like turn right, and then like the music dims and then I'm still singing. I'm like, wow, that's awful.
Yeah, sometimes in the car you
It's
can fool
awful.
yourself if you have the music really loud. You're like, oh my god, I sound just
You're
like
like,
her.
See the tears of a man so proud to rain. Sorry, Rain Man is like my favorite song.
Okay,
Another
Opalite.
copyright problem.
Sorry,
you guys are
Opalite.
just singing
I know.
so perfectly.
Jeez. Okay, so opalite. I searched up what opalite meant.
Okay.
So opalite is a man-made stone that helps you overcome fatigue, stabilize mood, and enhance romantic love. And I think that's
Can
about
I use this stone?
Travis Kelce. And it also has psychic ability, self-esteem, courage and confidence, self-love and acceptance. And I think that's really what the song
Really,
is about.
really heavy on
Is
the
accepting her showgirl life.
No. For me, I'd be really heavy on the helping overcome fatigue. Really
Same.
heavy on
I
that.
have sleep. I actually think I have the most sleep.
But I think
I
the
need
song-
opalite.
But
No,
I think
no,
she's
I
saying
think-
opalite because Travis Kelce is helping her overcome the fatigue.
Yes.
You know, because of
Yeah,
their
and I
relationship.
mean,
it's like that's the kind of relationship.
enable
Stabilize mood and enhance romantic love.
There you go.
Ava, do you think I have? I think I have like the worst sleepy girl syndrome.
Elle's the worst out of all of us. I'm a close second. Maddie's third.
I'm literally.
I'm not
like,
really. I'm not
moms,
a tired.
You are
diva.
not a tired.
I just get
diva.
You're not a
overstimulated and overwhelmed and like buzzed out. Like I almost
You
get
do.
like this is too much.
I like yesterday.
She just crashes out.
I just
instead.
crash out.
Whereas I
basically.
just fall asleep.
I made dinner.
I go until I crash.
I made dinner at my grandma's yesterday
Literally.
for the family, and I was wiped.
Diva was
Like I literally
down.
just made dinner, and I had to have like a half an hour nap.
I took
think
a
it's 'cause
nap.
of your anemia. To be
I
honest,
agree. I need to take
Low
my iron. I took a nap while the hockey game was on, and then I woke up right at intermission. And I was like,
Perfect
that was
timing.
The worst timing ever.
Can
And then
I
had an
say
ice
one
cream
more
bar.
thing about
Yes, of
opalite?
course.
So I think I really like the lyrics where it says, "But Mama told me it's all right. You were dancing through the lightning strikes,
Oh,
sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite."
Mm.
I think, and I just blanked.
And that thought just left her head.
No, but
And
what
I
was gonna
blanked
say about
out, so
this?
I don't even know what you just said.
But Mama told me it's all right. Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
Ma.
Yes, this song
zoned
is
out for
about
2
this song
seconds.
is
I missed
about
the
her
last
and
word.
Travis Kelce. But I think the song is about both of them, both of their past relationships, and not being so great and being like it's okay. Like we made it. Like you made it, I made it. Dancing through the lightning strikes. I think it's like I think what she means by lightning strikes is when I think both of them in their past relationships. I think she's hinting at this in the song that they both thought like like when lightning strikes, it's like luck. Or like lightning never strikes twice, or like lightning in
Have
a
you seen that
bottle.
YouTube video though where the guy gets struck by lightning twice? Because I have. It's crazy.
We're on like two opposite ends of the
I'm sorry,
spectrum right
what?
now. Where's your brain?
Go on. I do know what video you're talking about though.
I would definitely showed hell. We definitely geeked.
What I'm trying
Wait,
to say
I think
is
I
that
watched
it's
it
about-
all the
eyes
time
are
and I was like,
also-
how is he alive?
It's
My
about
eyes are
past-
also watering because
You have
my
allergies?
allergies are so
Have you
bad.
not taken a Claritin?
There's a tear that is about to drip down my face.
Girl.
Go.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is that when you it's about when you think you're in a good relationship, you're like lightning has struck. You think lightning struck, but it hasn't. You were dancing through the lightning strike.
Life changing.
You think
thought-
lightning is struck, but
it
it hasn't. And that's a mic drop right there.
And then the
that's
lyric,
better
oh
than
my
your
lord,
Shakespeare reference.
oh my god, oh my lord, never
No,
made
the Ophelia
no
shit
one.
was fire.
Oh my lord, never. I'll take note of that next
Says
time.
the girl who works at a sports company.
Oh my lord, never made.
I know.
Ophelia
I-
shit was fire. Who says that?
But now the sky is opalite. I think it's like
Unfortunately,
basically-
me.
I think like sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite. I think it's like she.
Just
now,
don't
now I'm
remember, yeah.
nervous. Now you've made me nervous
Hi, it's okay.
because I feel like I'm going to say
Because
something
I
bad
said
again.
you're
It's okay.
amazing?
If you never try, you never know.
Oh my
You
God.
try again.
No,
You missed
It was
100% of the shots you don't
Yes,
take.
that's what I
Wayne
was trying to
Gretzky,
say.
Michael Scott. Go
So
ahead.
I think what I'm going to say here is that
What a king.
like sleepless in the onyx night means you're not like you're restless until you find the right person, whether that's romantic
or you're mad and
platonic.
you're just restless forever. I don't see you ever not being restless.
Maybe I'll stop being restless.
We're
and
like
I
on
meet my
vacation
soulmate.
where you're supposed to be like relaxing and she's like walking 10,000 steps.
I need to
and,
This is
stay
like,
Kibby's
busy.
energy.
she's like,
Sorry, I just called her Kibby. Did we ever preface that?
I don't know.
We
That's
call
a
Maddie
rabbit
Kibby.
hole.
Yeah.
We call Maddie
That's a rabbit
Kibby.
hole.
It's a lot to explain. Should we explain
I
it?
think let's summarize it
Just
quickly.
summary
Over
it.
the pandemic, I got really into a type of styling called inspired by David Kibbe. They called it the Kibbe method. I got so deep into the Kibbe
It was
method.
all we heard
was
about.
all we heard about,
And
and all we
my
heard about.
dad caught on and he started calling her Kibby. So now we've called her Kibby for the past 4 years.
Kibby, kibbles and butts, kibbles, kibs.
Kibby, all Kibby related things.
And
She
even
is
if
now
I'm like
Kibby.
shopping or like researching for buying new clothes, which I'm doing right now,
Researching. Only she researches
because I want to make
to
sure
buy
what
new
I buy is
clothes.
actually like gonna
need to
be
buy a
worth
new
it.
lip
Anyway,
liner.
I call it I'm kibbing it. Or like, what are you up to? I'm
She's
like,
doing
I'm,
it
oh,
for
just
the thrill
kibbie
of it.
stuff.
She's
like
kibbing
anything
it.
like fashion.
Hence the
style,
restlessness. She just has to constantly stay busy.
But I think like
I think
the
it's
sky is
nice, though.
opalite. I love that lyric because it's almost like, you know, like this. If you think about the sky, like
Oh, stop, Maddie's talking.
the sky, like the sky is opalite. It's like it's almost saying that like opalite, what opalite means, which is like the self-esteem, the acceptance, the confidence. She's like sheltered under the sky of opalite. Like she's sheltered under the love of like friends and family. Like, that's the feeling. You know, like that cozy feeling.
Yes.
When we ever like look up
I
at
know
the
the
stars.
cozy feeling, Maddie. I know it.
You know, like you look up at the stars and you're
We
like with your close
invented it.
friends and you just feel cozy. Like we felt that way at the cottage over the summer.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
that's what it feels like. But in addition to that, there's a dance party happening. You know, it's like celebratory. Like it's not just like contemplative.
Wow.
It's like now the sky is opalite.
This sounds like an ideal Maddie day. Opalite.
100%.
That's why it's her fave.
Def,
Love
right?
it.
Definitely.
Yeah, what
Okay,
was your
well-
favorite? Is that your favorite?
Opalite is my favorite.
I think we've
Um,
yapped our way to the
wait,
end of this video.
sorry,
But if
sorry.
you have more, go ahead.
Just a couple more lyrics. So, oh my Lord, never made no one like you before. You had to make your own sun shine, but now the sky is opalite. I think that's about like I felt that way when I meet like friends or good people in my life. Like you're like when you like I've met people being like, wow, I've never met someone like you, and I'm so glad that you exist.
Yeah.
I think that's what that lyric is about. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I also think it's like wait, what was the line again? Because I had something to
Oh
say.
my Lord, never made no one like you before. You had to make your own sunshine, but now the sky is opalite.
Yeah, I think it's also her saying that, like, again, back to the fiercely independent thing, like she was the person that was filling her own cup, and now she has him to do that. Like she had to create her own sunshine, and now she
Yes.
has
Yeah,
someone
I think
who
it's
creates
about
even
them.
more than that.
And I think it's about them finding each other because some of the lyrics are about like
That's
her,
really
and then
sweet,
some of the lyrics are about
actually.
him, and it's like I think
Yeah.
it's very it reminds me of a wedding.
yeah.
You know, you go to a wedding and they're really happy.
you. You
I
found
heard
me.
that she's gonna have a
You're
really
happy.
big wedding.
Not surprised.
Like it's gonna
You
be
better invite
huge.
me. If it's gonna
No,
be
she's
that
gonna,
big.
but she's gonna invite that guy on that talk show she was on. What's it
Stephen
called?
Colbert,
No, the British guy.
James Corden?
No.
What?
The one.
I can see
Graham
his face.
Norton.
Little guy. Graham Norton.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, when she was
Yeah.
on Graham Norton, she was like, "You're invited." I think she said he was invited to her wedding. He's like, "It's gonna be a big wedding then, because I must not be very close." I don't know.
That's cool.
Sorry, a couple more lyrics.
Yeah, go ahead.
You couldn't understand it, why you felt alone. You were in it for real, and she was on her phone, and you were just a pose. This reminds me of, we've talked about this before, but like when you're with people who just like you, they don't actually like you. They like the idea of you. They like what you have, and they kind of want what you have, but they don't like you as a person. They just like, they're like, and I think that
was me posing, by the way.
Like, I think that, you know, and you experience friendships like that in your 20s, right? Like where there's people who don't like you for you, and they will leave you at the second that you don't have something that is of value to them.
Yep.
I think that's what that's about.
Yep.
And that's what makes you feel alone, is when people don't actually like you for you.
Yeah.
It's about what you like. They like you because of what you have, not because
Yeah,
of who you are.
I don't
People
like
feel
that.
alone.
friendships
They
like
don't
that
see
because
you.
you're not actually getting filled up by that friendship.
But I think that's
It's not a
something all
friendship.
20-somethings go. Like I almost feel like almost everyone goes through that.
Yeah. I think
In their
also
20s.
because you become more like aware of yourself and others and
you stop
everyone's
pretending.
intentions.
Yeah.
I felt like I became very aware of people's intentions in my 20s.
I've
Like,
actually
I was
gotten
suddenly
comfortable
like,
with like one thing I'm starting to
not
get comfortable
good.
with too is like
some people
not
have bad
being cool to everybody. Just being
Yes.
like, you know, if you don't think I'm cool and you think I'm cringy and you don't like me, fine.
I
I'd
saw
rather
this
just be myself than
quote
try to
recently.
seem cool.
I saw this quote recently that I
To
loved, and I
you.
actually reposted it on 20-something.
Oh,
So let me quickly pull it up, and then we will end this.
we will end
We
this.
will end this. Apologies.
I wanna
Elle, stop.
Sorry.
It's okay. I forget people are actually listening to this. This girl, oh my God, what is this from? It's from Working Hard Pod. I don't know. It came up on 20-something. No matter how palatable you try to be, there's going to be someone who thinks you're embarrassing. So you might as well be embarrassing and have the life you want.
Exactly.
And have the friends you want.
Period.
And have all the things that you want.
Say it
because
again?
they're pretty much saying like,
It's actually similar to this lyric too, that's also an opalite, which is you finally left the table and what a simple thought, you're starving till you're not. And I think that's about thinking that you need other people's attention, approval, friendship to be okay, to not be quote unquote hungry. Like you think that they're feeding you, but then you realize that I can leave the table and get my own food.
yeah,
You know?
you can leave, a group of people that you don't
You're like, you know what, I don't need to be
necessarily
at this
like,
table
and you
anymore.
think that you need them, and then you leave and you actually find your people.
Yeah, who nourish you way more.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I thought that was a
Who
nice
nourish
lyric.
you, Mads? Coming with all the good.
I also was
What is that,
thinking
a
about
pun?
I was also thinking about
I don't
how
know. My brain
my
started
brain
to shut
my
down.
brain went on a tangent of this of like I think also like when you I think in relationships sometimes, and this could be friendships or
Sorry, I'm
romantic
trying not to
relationships.
sneeze.
You can sneeze.
I don't want to.
I think sometimes we depend on other people for our sense of self-esteem, our sense which is your sustenance. It's almost like if you don't know how to cook for yourself and you have that friend who knows how to cook, and you're like, I'm only gonna eat if they cook for me. Which is equivalent to self-love,
Elle never
right?
cooks. It's like picking
if
over
self-love,
anything.
if self-love or like feeling good about yourself is food, and you don't know how to make your own food, you're always going to be dependent on other people.
Yeah.
So I think this song is about.
Or DoorDash.
I think this song is
Eats.
about
Skip the dishes.
dishes. I think this
Not
song.
sponsored. Go ahead.
I think this song is really about. Like I was just thinking about that and how like in your 20s it's really important to learn how to cook for yourself, literally and metaphorically speaking, because if that is self-love and knowing how to love yourself, not being dependent on other people, because then you're not going to be hungry all the time. You're not going to go to any table that feeds you. You're going to go to the table that you actually want to sit at, not because you have to, because you're starving. If that makes sense.
That was deep, but I get it.
I
That
went
was
deep
like
on
you
that
went
one.
like this, but you had me.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Period. Do you want to end
She
there?
like went over there.
I just have one more.
Okay, go off, girl.
Elle
and I are just
This
mutes.
slide is called album.
Opalite had 2 pages.
Wow.
Don't sweat
Opalite
it, baby. It's
continued.
all right. You were dancing through the lightning strikes. I think that's just about, and this is like reminds me of the 20s
We already
too.
talked about that one.
No, I know, but sorry, just one more thing is just like it reminds me of like life when you're like your 20s is like you are going through lightning strikes. If we want to use lightning strikes as a
You're
metaphor
like-
for like bad things,
Yeah.
you're dancing through the lightning strikes. Like lightning strikes are like the failures, the things that you can't anticipate that happen that throw you off.
Yeah. I
And
don't
I
even
think it's important to celebrate and enjoy your life, like to literally dance through the lightning strikes.
100%.
And I think this song is about finding those people that you can dance through the lightning strikes with, because you're just not by yourself. Like you guys are my people that I dance through the lightning strikes
100%.
with,
You
right?
guys, and even like it's so important to
And your true friends.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, if
like
the-
it's like I
your
said in
true
our
friends are
last
gonna be with
episode, I
you,
had a
right?
hashtag 20s moment, and I talked to my friend about it who's my age, and it was just like she was like, yeah, no, like she was telling me about,
We call it
moments she
we've said
has,
this before. We
yeah.
call it hashtag 20s moment.
and it's just so helpful to have like people that just like
Yeah. And the last thing I'm going to say about this album that I feel like I'm personally learning, because I think like being on dating apps and stuff when I was, for 6 months when I was 24 to
oh my
25.
God, Hinge does not deserve the airtime that we give it.
No, it doesn't. But I just think I learned a lot from those 6
You were
months.
24?
I was 24, 25. I think one of the things, and I felt so old, which is actually hilarious. I was like,
So I'm 23 now.
Was that
bro.
2 years ago?
is that crazy?
Wow.
So I think one of the things that this album is about, the life of a showgirl, I think the life of a showgirl, ironically, is about success being about, like we usually think success is about attention. And a showgirl is getting a lot of attention.
That was
But I
2024,
actually
no?
think-
Move on.
Yes. But I actually think that this album is celebrating, and it's really about success being about connection with herself, with the people in her life, and that the life of the showgirl, like they
That's
are
what
her
she's
strength.
That's what she's like classifying as her life of a showgirl.
So despite her having a quote unquote showgirl life, she doesn't have showgirl relationships.
Thoughtful or no?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
She doesn't have performative relationships.
I was
even
also
though she is
gonna
a
say.
performer.
I was also gonna say that. Like,
Which
I
I
think
like.
this is kind of like, I don't know. I think this is an obvious thing in Life of a Showgirl, the song, but you have to. Sorry,
What was that?
I don't know where that came from.
I'm sick.
You have to pay the price. have to pay a price to be at the level of success that she has attained.
Mm.
And listen, again, I don't know her. I don't think she's sold her soul, like that thing that they say, like you sold your
She
soul.
seems to
I
have
think
stuck to
she's
her values.
I think she stays true to herself. Again, from the
Yeah.
outside looking in, looks like she's stayed true to herself. But like I feel like the life of a showgirl is like saying that there are things you have to give up, but like probably privacy and critics, things like that.
Back to that
Her
lyric.
normal
I was gonna
life
say one
that
more
she's
thing.
grieving?
Go ahead.
One more thing I was just
Duh.
gonna say is that I feel like there's layers that I'm missing. And then I said was never very good at finding symbolism in high school English.
And that
So.
means we're unqualified to do this.
I
but
think
we're
I'm
doing
pretty
it
good
anyway.
at finding
No, I'm
symbolism.
better
You
at
did a
finding
great job.
symbolism.
I think that's
in
how my
books.
brain works. I think that's why
I'm better at finding
You're doing a great
symbolism in like shows, music.
Maybe we'll do a part 2 of this because we only really covered 3 songs, but
Well, we can maybe do more albums
maybe
make it a series.
do an Eras tour of our
on Era's tour.
like anyone.
But I think just one last thing I'm going to say is that that lyric that was about she was on her phone, something about that, and like you felt alone. I think it's also about performative relationships, and I feel like in our 20s and like this is where I'm going back to like dating and stuff, like online dating. I think the culture of online dating is very performative. I think
Yes.
that there's a lot of people who are on there just looking for clout. I'm not
I
going to
agree.
say a specific dating app, but if you know what I'm talking about. And I also think that like also on a very basic level, I think that what I noticed with online dating is that it reduced you to attention. If you get a like, if you get a message, it's like you're trying to orient your profile for maximum amount of attention just to get connection at the end of the day.
I'm telling
which is
you,
so crazy
I would
to me.
not survive on there. I will not go near it.
So I
Maddie's
just think it's really
experience
about
really made Ava and I
connection.
not.
It's really about like in
vibe.
real life, you want connection, and that's why I wanted to meet cute after going through all of that because I was like, I want to meet cute, I want connection.
You have to explain on it. Sorry, if for those who don't know, meet cute is a screenwriting term / reading term where it's where
Movie
the
buff
two
term.
it's where the two love interest characters meet
Joe
for
and
the first
Lori
time.
and Little Women.
Yeah, and it's always like a
Yeah.
cute little moment that sets up the rest
It's
of
just
the
a fun
relationship.
story. Like I want to be able to have a fun story to tell someone about how me and my future husband, boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Soulmate.
Hubby.
Meet. So yeah,
Future
that's
brother-in-law. Let's go.
bring some testosterone into
And maybe
the-
he'll play football with me.
I play football with you.
My dad
One
does.
of Avenel's
But it'd be
qualifications
fun
when I was
because-
dating was like, make sure they were like,
Let's be
okay, here's
generally
our list. They're
athletic.
like, we want a brother. We want someone who we can play sports with. If he can play tennis, that's a bonus.
Yes.
If he can play pickleball, that's a bonus. If he can play hockey or lacrosse,
If he can play
That's a
sports
bonus.
with us
Yeah, because we play
and
with
not
our
make
dad.
fun of us while he
But
does
Maddie and my mom don't love sports, so my mom loves tennis. We play with tennis with her.
I don't.
But like,
love sport.
if my dad and Elle and I had some extra guys to play sports with, we could get a game going.
that's exactly
We could
what
get
they
some
want.
like vibes going.
We
Yeah.
get a game going. That'd be so
Yeah.
fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I
It's
think
not enough of us,
about
you know?
dating apps that I agree with you is that it can be very performative, and I just don't believe in making life performative. I think life should be about
Yeah,
having
exactly.
fun and living to the
I
fullest.
just don't like the performative of
And
performativeness
I
of
totally
it. It gives me the
see
ick. Like
why
the
you
girls are
wouldn't want
performing,
that.
the guys are performing. The guys are pretending to be cool.
It's like
the
what
girls are
Krista
pretending
said
to be
on our
whatever.
podcast, or Lindsay or Krista. One of them said this in our podcast episode that we did with them, and they were like, "It's like a romance mask."
Yes, and Josie talk about
and
this
that's
too.
that's what's performative.
Yeah, Josie
basically.
on our podcast talks about this too, where it's like two blue people putting on a red mask, not realizing that they're both blue people.
And then I feel like you don't have an actual connection, and then it
No.
cannot feel like a very fulfilling
What song of Taylor
relationship.
Swift does this relate
Well,
to?
one of Taylor
cetera,
Swift's, it was the one where it was like,
cetera,
and she was on her
cetera.
phone. I don't know if it was Opalite or Fate of Ophelia. I think it was Opalite.
I think we can
Yeah.
wrap this up. We're
Yeah.
just starting to
We're going
ramble
on it.
now.
We're starting to go in circles.
Kibby's on a
But,
tangent.
we
we have this phrase in our house. Kibby's on a tear. It happens often.
But usually it happens when I'm mad.
yes, she goes on a tear.
Our Aries princess.
I get very fiery.
Telling ya.
Okay.
And
Anyone
reactive.
living with an Aries, I salute you.
So you guys
We love
listening,
you.
we'd love to hear your favorite songs. Comment them. Let us know if there's any albums you want us to dig into.
Yeah, let us know if you disagree. We got a hate comment the other day on TikTok.
Everyone was like, we were
It
talking
wasn't really
about
a hate comment,
No,
but
say
we were talking about Conrad from Summer I Turned Pretty, and everyone was like, "Did Jeremiah not go through grief
we were talking
too?"
about we were talking
I
about
was like,
Conrad's grief journey and how
no,
it grew him.
I'm just
into
saying.
the
I'm gonna
person
say
Belly
this.
needed.
Jeremiah felt like a side character and Conrad and Belly felt like the main characters.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jeremiah, for not recognizing your grief, but we just didn't talk
He's
about
also
it.
a made up character who doesn't have real grief because he's made up. So
I think
my 2
Jeremiah is
cents.
okay because he doesn't exist.
yeah.
And
I
also-
think he'll
Okay.
survive if I don't mention him in our TikTok.
Also, for everyone
Thank you.
listening, we are on the road to 1K subscribers. So if you really like our content,
We're-
please subscribe.
We're halfway down the road.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Enjoy your day, and anyone from
And
Toronto
I hope you
or
feel
Canada,
like a showgirl. I hope you feel like a main character.
Hope you feel like a
I
showgirl
hope you feel
diva.
like a diva
Yeah, I hope you feel like a diva.
in a good way.
In a really good
We're
way.
thinking of you all. Goodbye. And go, Jays, go.
Nice.
Bye.